Ooh boy, we got a crazy one for you today. This is Hobo with a Shotgun. Yeah, Hobo with a Shotgun is a movie from 2011 starring Rutger Hauer as the titular Hobo. This movie was based on one of the fake trailers that you saw in the Grindhouse feature from Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez. I never did see that whole thing, so I never did see this trailer before I saw this movie. So this one kind of came out of nowhere to me. I'm sure you can watch the trailer for Hobo with a Shotgun. Of course, it doesn't star Rutger Hauer, but it's pretty funny, it's pretty entertaining, and somebody took that idea and ran with it and decided to make a full-length movie. This is a weird, super violent, super gory, super stupid movie that entertained the shit out of me. I usually don't go for really violent movies, like shoot 'em up kind of movies and stuff like that. This one has such over-the-top characters in it, and great performance from Rutger Hauer actually as the Hobo. There's a lot to like in this movie if you like weird, messed up movies like I do. I mean, the plot is super simple. It's like a revenge story or a pushed over the limit, pushed too far kind of, fight for the common man kind of thing. And it almost plays a little bit like a Western. At the very beginning, you get to see Rutger Hauer riding the rails, and, they're playing the kind of Western adventure music as he rolls into this shitty industrial town that's overrun with criminals and corrupt police and stuff, and he's just the outsider that comes in, and he's just trying to make his way in the world, and his goal is to buy a lawnmower and mow lawns to make money or something. He gets to town and he sees that this criminal organization, this family that runs the town and has the cops on the payroll and everything, and how they treat homeless people and just poverty-stricken people, and everybody's super poor except for these criminals, and they go around killing all the homeless people and just common innocent folks and hassling everybody and just making life a living hell in this town. Needless to say, Rutger Hauer doesn't like that, but he just kind of keeps his head down and, just get through it kind of thing until he's pushed too far. He eventually gets himself, instead of his lawnmower, he gets a shotgun. Now he is the Hobo with a Shotgun, and he fights for justice for the common people and also for the victimized homeless people, and trying to bring down this cartel of criminals. And it gets really insane really quickly, as a matter of fact. Over-the-top violence, blood galore in this movie. Not quite as much blood as in Piranha. It's kind of gross, and it's kind of ridiculous at how evil the criminals are and how sadistic everybody is and how obsessed with violence and crime and drugs and everything everybody is in this movie. So it's like, is this town even worth saving? Well, Rutger Hauer thinks so. Stand up for the little guy kind of thing. And he basically goes around blowing away criminals. And there's some plot complications. He meets a prostitute who also, she takes pity on him and takes him in. And it's not exactly a love story, but it's more of a mentorship sort of thing. Sort of maybe the father figure that she was missing. He treats her like a daughter, I suppose. So that's all well and good. The actress is horrible, and I can't remember her name. But the actors that play the criminals and stuff, I thought were hilarious because they're just so ridiculously over the top, evil, and just douchebag, horrible people. There's the two brothers that are kind of just frat boys or whatever. They go in and make examples of people. They actually kill people for sport. And their father is a slimy gangster guy, drug dealer or cartel leader, whatever. Yeah, and they have to be taken down. And of course, only Rutger Hauer can do it. Rutger Hauer is an actor that I've always liked. I loved him in Blade Runner. He was probably my favorite actor in Blade Runner, maybe besides Harrison Ford. He was great in The Hitcher, as a psycho. He starred in Blind Fury as well, which is a movie I really want to get around to seeing again, where he played the blind Vietnam vet, kung fu with a sword and all that stuff. Rutger Hauer passed away in 2019, and I think that this is probably the last movie that I've seen that he was in, his last produced movie. If this was his last movie, which I don't think it was, I think he went out with a bang. Get it? Shotgun, bang. Anyway, he did a great job in this movie, and I really liked his performance. I really liked his character. I really liked how ridiculous and far-fetched this whole movie gets. In the end, there's these bounty hunter kind of guys, or special elite killers. One guy looks like a robot, and the other guy's got a big blast helmet on or something, or a big showdown at the end. Have to rally the people against the corrupt overlords and have to save the girl in the end. But it's a pretty exciting climax, and it's a satisfying ending to this crazy ass movie that really, we didn't learn anything from this. Really, it's just overload with the gore and the gun violence and the just shocking graphic violence in here. All the effects are practical, of course, and all the stunts are pretty good looking stunts, I guess, and I found it pretty funny in some points, and some parts I wasn't sure whether to laugh or be disgusted, but I guess either one got a reaction, right? So overall, I'm gonna have to give Hobo with a Shotgun a B, a solid B. This is definitely a B movie. Yep, one of those. I don't think it had a huge budget, but what it did have, it put in all the right places. Well directed and well shot. The cinematography is really good in here, and it has a look of an old exploitation kind of movie, which the original Grindhouse paid homage to. It's not shot to be artsy or pretentious or anything like that. It's just hey man, you want to see a hobo with a shotgun? Here you go, and here's the most entertaining story we can think of, and it does the job. So yeah, I gave it a B. So until next time, have a good one, everybody.